What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be, and man, I could not have been more wrong about this game. If you have not heard the news, Ultimate Ninja Blazing will be shut down on February the 8th, 2021. And I literally just looked at the financials of this game, and I was like, you know what? 200,000 downloads in the month of November, along with $100,000 in revenue last month. I thought that was actually pretty solid, and do keep in mind, this is only Android numbers. It does not include iOS numbers, but I thought that overall was pretty solid, especially when you consider that this game came out way back in 2016, which then begs the question, what other Bandai games are now in danger? Now that we see that $100,000 last month and 200,000 downloads last month is not enough, what other games are now in danger to be shut down? So if we quickly go down the list here of Bandai games, so Dragon Ball Legends, $3 million, completely safe. Same exact thing with Dokkan Battle, $7 million last month, no issues whatsoever there. And believe it or not, Ninja Voltage should be completely safe. 1 million downloads last month with almost $500,000 in revenue. That should be safe. But now we start getting to the games that I thought in my last video were relatively safe-ish. They were like, you know, yellow flags, but now red flags on these games. Sword Art Online Integral Factor, 70,000 revenue. We now know that even at 100,000, not enough to appease Bandai Namco. Integral Factor might be in danger of like shutting down tomorrow. Like nobody knows now. With Ultimate Ninja Blazing being shut down, like all of these games are potential to go away now. One Piece Treasure Cruise with nearly $500,000 in revenue. I think that this one is okay. And kind of, sort of, maybe the same thing when it comes to One Piece Bounty Rush. 200K is like right there, right? Like, is 200K also not enough for Bandai? I guess we'll find out. But if One Piece Bounty Rush shuts down, I would say at that point that Bandai is absolutely clearing out their catalog. It already looks like they are, but if a game like this at 200K gets shut down, I would say that they are clearing out their catalog. Why? We'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's keep going. Sword Art Online Memory Defrag, definitely in danger of being shut down as well, under that 100K revenue mark, and then like a pittance of downloads last month as well. So if you're playing this game, once again, be wary. I could have swore the last time I looked this up, the numbers were a lot higher and I was very surprised. Like the last time I saw this, I thought it was like 100K revenue, but 20,000 downloads last month in November with only 30K revenue. I think we all know that Ninja Tribes is not long for this world. It might even be on a shorter list than we realized. Gundam Battle might be okay, 5,000 downloads with 200K revenue, but once again, we don't know if 100K is the cutoff or 200K is the cutoff. Like, we don't really know what Bandai is looking for in these games when they decide, do they want to keep them going? So this could be anyone's guess. I would definitely put like a yellow flag on Gundam Battle. So Sword Art Online Alicization Rising Steel, I think, is relatively safe. We're nearly $500,000 in revenue last month. I think this one should be fine. Tales of Cristoria, however, we all know that Tales games have a really bad track record here in the global audience. 100,000 revenue puts it right there at the same exact place as Ultimate Ninja Blazing. However, unlike Ultimate Ninja Blazing's revenue, you know, made it to that point after being out for almost over 4 years. Tales of Cristoria hasn't even been out for a year yet, and it's already down in that revenue pile. So is Bandai Namco gonna look at it that way and be like, yo, this game in its first year is already tanking revenue-wise, why should we keep this game around? So Tales of Cristoria fans, yeah, high alert on this game as well. You got Digimon Rear Rise right there exactly at that 100K revenue mark that Ultimate Ninja Blazing was at. This is another one that I would definitely keep an eye out for. We already predicted that One Piece Bonbon Journey was probably going to be shut down with only 10,000 in revenue. Compared that to Ultimate Ninja Blazing, this one definitely should be on a very short list to being shut down. We might even get an announcement tomorrow. Who knows at this point? And of course, as we know, Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers is being shut down at under 5,000 revenue. And of course, we know that Black Clover Phantom Knights is also being shut down. It's actually being shut down tomorrow. And the reason why you see no monetization numbers here is because they turned off monetization months ago. And then last but not least, Saint Seiya Cosmo Fantasy, 80,000 revenue, less than 5,000 downloads. Once again, using that new metric of Ultimate Ninja Blazing, I would definitely say that this game is in danger as well. So to be honest, long term, I have no idea what Bandai Namco is up to. You know, shutting down Saint Seiya Shining Soldiers, shutting down Black Clover, and now Ultimate Ninja Blazing. And I would hazard a guess that some of those Sword Art Online games are next as well. Because when you think about this from like a consumer perspective, this does not give people confidence in your product whatsoever. Like if you're playing like, you know, a smaller Bandai Namco game right now, and you just saw Ultimate Ninja Blazing shut down, not so much with Saint Seiya or Black Clover. I think people, you know, they saw those games shut down and it didn't have a trickle effect on Bandai's other games, in my opinion. But when you see a game like Ultimate Ninja Blazing shut down, right? That just made 100,000 in revenue, that just had 200,000 downloads last month, that is a part of one of the biggest, most, you know, iconic IPs on the planet as Naruto being shut down, that has got to give you pause if you are playing one of Bandai Namco's other smaller titles. This is probably going to make a lot of players stop their spending and spend less often as well, which is going to have a domino effect on those games because they're already making less revenue than Ultimate Ninja Blazing, and now they're going to have less confidence spending money, which is going to equal even less money coming in, which is going to make the games even more likely to shut down. And at this point, I don't really think there's anything that can be done to stop it, because people don't want to spend money in a game that they think is going to be shut down tomorrow. And with Ultimate Ninja Blazing being shut down, there is so much more uncertainty in the air than there was in the air yesterday, right? So yesterday, it was fine. Today, yeah, I don't know. So like I said, I think a lot of those Sword Art Online games are probably going to be next. But if that does happen and they start shutting down a lot of those Sword Art games, what is Bandai going to do next? Are they working on like a major title and they're trying to clear up resources and manpower to work on this new big game? I don't know. I made that up. I have no idea. But when it comes to Bandai, I really don't have a lot of faith in them overall. I feel like even if they are trying to work on like a big project and they're trying to clear up resources, so they have to shut down all these games to put all their efforts into this secret project, I still feel like Bandai is gonna cut corners. Like Bandai ain't really known for putting in a lot of effort, right? They're just not known for that. I would love to be wrong. I would love for there to actually be a Genshin effect, right? Something that I completely made up. I would love for that to be a real thing where there's a Genshin effect happening in the mobile gaming world where all of these companies are looking at Genshin Impact and being like, yo, why aren't we making money like that? Right? We got Naruto, we got Dragon Ball. Why aren't we making Genshin Impact money? I would love for that to be a real thing where game companies actually start putting in a lot more effort for the money. That would be great. That would be the best thing that Genshin Impact has given the mobile gaming community, bar none, right? And there's absolutely no doubt about it. When you start making that Genshin Impact money, other companies are gonna take notice, right? This is no different than remember when Hearthstone came out and they were printing money? Everybody and their mom started putting out card games. The same exact thing happened when Clash of Clans was big and Clash Royale was big. When you make that much money, other companies take notice and they follow suit. And if other companies start trying to step their game up to try to put out games at a production and a presentation value that of Genshin Impact, dude, we in for a good ride in 2021, hopefully. And overall, I think that Genshin Impact is the future of mobile gaming. Not necessarily the game itself, but the idea that mobile games are going to be more and more cross-platform friendly with PC and console. I think that that is now going to be a thing. You can't put the rabbit back in the hat on that one. We're going to start seeing more and more high-profile mobile games that are cross-platform to PC and console because they want to give that PC and console money. But in order to do that, they gotta put out higher quality games, because even mobile gaming companies aren't just gonna throw any old trashy gacha game on the PlayStation or the Xbox store, right? They're gonna try to put out a higher quality product in order to play in that console world. So my overall hope is that these bigger mobile gaming companies do start putting out higher quality products that are cross-platform. I think this is also gonna put a lot of pressure on Sony as well, because once again, the consumers have spoken at this point. They like games that are cross-platform, and right now Sony is okay because Genshin Impact is on the PlayStation, not on the Xbox. But in the future, I foresee a lot of these games being mobile, PC, Xbox, cross-platform, because Sony can't have exclusivity on every single one. So Sony's gonna start seeing a lot more future games where all of the other console companies in PC and mobile are gonna be cross-platform friendly, and Sony PlayStation is gonna be out there on an island by themselves. And like I said, up until this point, it hasn't really been a big deal, and I don't even think they're gonna care in 2021, but maybe in 2022, going on beyond that, I think this is gonna start putting a lot of pressure on Sony PlayStation, and that they are gonna eventually cave in and start being cross-platform. They're gonna have to, because if more and more games to the level of Genshin Impact continue to come out and continue to be cross-platform minus Sony, they're not gonna be able to fight that off forever, in my opinion. So that is gonna do it for this video. I know it was a lot of talk about the industry and not so much Ultimate Ninja Blazing, but unlike a lot of games that we see on the Shutdown series on this channel, Ultimate Ninja Blazing was still very much active on the YouTube scene and the community when it comes to updates and things of that nature. So I'm sure some dedicated Ultimate Ninja Blazing YouTubers are going to send this game off properly, way better than I can do, because of course I don't currently play the game. So that is gonna do it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, my name is FG3000, and I might be seeing you guys way sooner than later. I'm out.